Come on, Teach, before we're old. Don't rush me. Besides, this would be more easier if you can just stop playing around and just tell me which one to choose, other than just torturing me with all this fucking logic and this hitting riddles. Nah, I think I'll pass. Even if I did tell you, I don't think you would listen anyway. Why you say that? Why you say that? Well, let me think. Why did I say that? Why did I say that? Why did I say that? Do you know why I said that? He seems to know. Well, just in case if you forgot, let me see. Veronica? Yeah, right. It was Veronica, wasn't it? Veronica, I warned you about that movie. Didn't listen, so you end up watching it, and you end up thinking that it was terrible. Climax, warned you about that. You watched it, reviewed it, didn't like it, thought it was terrible. The list goes on and on and on. I can even go by the animes I All right. God damn it. How about this one? No. No. Get the fucking game, dude. You know, I already knew to get the game. Well, kinda. I just wanted to play with your mind a little bit. Fuck you. Well, I guess I'm gonna be playing this one first. Dude, are you okay? Oh. Okay. The game was pretty good, right? Hell yeah, it was. The game was freaking incredible. The game is... Holy crap, I'm actually speechless. Hey. Yeah? Why you didn't tell me this game was going to be that good? I mean, you could have gave me like little hints that this game was going to be at least a little bit enjoyable, but come on, why you just left me in the dark like that? Come on, out of all the stuff that you own, well, that we own, how can I possibly... Don't give me that bullshit. Out of everything that I've watched, out of everything that I've played, out of everything that I freaking reviewed, you have said and you told me certain things I need to avoid, certain things I need to watch, certain things I need to play, certain things I need to experience. Out of every single thing that you have told me about, warned me about, and just literally gave me a little, just a heads up notice about, why you didn't tell me how good this game was going to be? I would have played and I would have reviewed this sooner. A lot sooner. Huh. Give me the silent treatment again, huh? Huh. Well, fuck you. Fuck you. No. Fuck you, okay? The hell y'all laughing at? You know what? You guys are my fans. You guys are the people that I push out my material for mainly. Y'all probably knew how good this game was, right? Well, y'all didn't tell me about it. Him is one thing, but you guys, y'all watch my show on the regular. Why y'all didn't tell me how good this game was? I could have reviewed this sooner. I could have given you guys what y'all wanted. Why y'all haven't told me about this game? Come on, now all shut up. Oh, now y'all want to be quiet. Y'all want to choose now to be quiet at all times. Well, I'm not even gonna let that fucking shit slide. Why y'all didn't tell me about this game, huh? Why y'all didn't tell me? Sakura Wars, which is in Japanese called Sakura Taisen, is a Japanese steampunk action video game franchise that has been created by Oji Hiroi and is owned by Nigga. It's owned by Sega. I've always wanted to say that. I'm so sorry for the ignorance. I had to do it. The stage is set in the steampunk version of the 1940s Imperial Tokyo. Only a short while ago, the anticlimactic event destroyed the Imperial combat revenue of Tokyo, the capital global defense force stationed at the Imperial Theater. Now home to the Flower Division, an inept rookie squad who also strives to impart hope on the citizenry with their theatrical talents. The theater has fallen on its hard times and risks closure. It is up to Sagero Kamiyama, as the captain of the New Tokyo Revenue, to lead the squad and restore the Imperial combat revenue and the theater back to their former glory. With the help of the Revenue's 5 performers, he must rise to the challenge of competing into the Combat Revenue World Games, protecting the inhabitants of Tokyo and getting the theater back on track. I had no idea that this game, well, the whole franchise was so big when it came to its material and its productivity. And when I was on board, I was confused of what to look at, what to play, and just, what to just get attached to first. So I'm saying this just so I can let you fans know, if you are interested in playing this game, which you should be because this game is fucking fantastic, I recommend you guys to first watch the beginning anime of the Sakura Wars complete series, and then watch the Sakura Wars movie. After that, then play this, and then after that, then watch the series that I'm going to be reviewing pretty soon. At the same time, the reason why I'm recommending you guys to watch the new series is because the game takes place before this. So it picks off right after the game. So that's a warning to those who wants to jump on, edge, and if they want to be a big fan of the franchise, which I just became. Now, when I said that the game actually has like a good pick-me-up from the beginning of the franchise, of the first anime and the movie, it's because of the dialogue. The dialogue of the game is very fucking intense. You grow attached to the characters, and for some people that might be a problem because they want to just get to the gameplay, they want to get to the action, let's do this. But look, 2 reasons why I gave this a pass. 1, well, I need to know what the fuck is going on. I need to get that character build up. Now, it can be done while doing a lot of fights, doing a lot of action, but with Sakura Wars, the game, I had no problem with it. I thought that, by giving me good chemistry with the characters and the main character, I thought that it was necessary, especially since there was a lot of characters, a lot of rivals, a lot of enemies, and just a lot of good synopsis to the whole game itself for me to be aware of. So I didn't mind that. Second reason is because it's made by Sega. Now, for those who have played the Yakuza series, the Judgment series, hell, even the Fist of the North Star game, y'all know that it's going to take a while for you guys to get to the action because they want to throw the story to you first. I don't mind that because the story is crucial to the franchise. What's so good about a game if the story is not great? There are some games that has good gameplay but bad story, but in my opinion, if you want the whole franchise to be good, you need to have a good pick-me-up when it comes to the dialogue of us knowing the character development and how things are going to be good with the pacing. Sakura Wars is good with the pacing, good with the character development, good with the story, and at the same time, it's a choice-driven game too, so you guys need to be very careful of what choices you want to make, how the game progresses, not just because of to win the characters over, but at the same time of how they're going to interact with you when it comes to you doing these missions, because some of these missions are tough. Some of these fights are fucking tough. It's amazingly intense. There were times I was on the edge of my seat and I was getting a lot of good Gundam vibes playing this game. This game is a lot like Senran Kagura meets Gundam Wing. That's all it is, basically. But I actually want to jump into the Gundam franchise because it just gave me that good vibe of just me just saying, look, you don't know what you're missing. If you like Sakura Wars, Gundam done it way better. It's debatable, but I'll have to see. But the choice-driven of this game is important, and I kind of wish it could have done a little bit more with the choices that you have made in this game, especially when it comes to you winning the female characters over and especially romancing them. there is romance options in the game, and it all depends on how you interact with the characters. Now, a lot of the characters of the game, they're pretty cool. They're nice. Like I said, they are very well crafted, very well developed up. Especially Sakura's character. I mean, if you're gonna have a self-titled the main girl, you might as well, you know, you're damn right she's gonna be, you know, she's gonna stick out. She's basically the default romance character. You have to romance her, but they give you other options as well. As for your main character, Sagero, I like Sagero's character. Sagero, I love his character. Very heartwarming, very cheerful, just very uplifting and very well spirited. But I just feel like his character, honestly, is too good to be true. It's either he is a nice person or he's a pervert. It depends on the choices that you make, because there are some times where, you know, one of the girls, like Sakura or Hatsuho or Claris or any other girls, will ask your opinion about certain things, and you can give them a good pick-me-up, or you can give them, like, you know, like a lewd scenario reaction. There's really no dialogue opinion of just how to be angry towards these girls, and that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, because even though these girls can act nice, these girls can act heartwarming and cheerful, there were times, man, when these girls would really push my buttons. And there were times when these girls would really say things out of line, do things out of line, because one of the girls in the game actually punches the shit out of you continuously, pushes you, punches you. Now, you being the captain of the squad that's supposed to save Tokyo and restore balance to the Tokyo Revenue World Games, I felt like Sagero's character, even though he's a nice guy, but at the same time, you're in charge. You need to, like, you know, have a little bit more of an aggression cycle, or at least give us a choice of be verbally aggressive, because I feel like by these characters doing these things to you, and you just have an option to just get them to calm down or just walk away or just be more perverted, that's not realistic to me. There's a lot of people that won't tolerate this type of behavior. There is a lot of people that won't tolerate that shit. And with this game, it kind of frustrates you when it comes to these choices, because you kind of wish that there was a choice that was realistic for you to stick with. So the game will give you that type of pressure. It will, you know, it will give you that type of frustration when it comes to you being on the edge of just wishing that things would just be gone in a more acceptable way. It made me miss Mass Effect. It made me miss Mass Effect in the Walking Dead series, because those choices was acceptable. There was not one choice on Mass Effect or on the Walking Dead series, because I played all of them, where I was like, nah, I wouldn't choose none of these choices. With Sakura Wars, like I said, it's either you win these girls over, or at the same time you be a perverted, you be a perverted person. And I just wish that there was more of a choice of you to be not an asshole, but just be a demanding person when it comes to you restoring your title. Now, Hatsuho Sakura, there's a lot of girls on here that acts like this, but the only two girls that stood out is Anesthesia. Anesthesia, she is the older one. She is the older female in the roster, and she's mature, she's witty, she's more realistic. And I like her character because she, unlike all the other characters, she stood out for me, and she has her own motivation. She has her own drive, more than just restoring balance in Tokyo. She's an actress, and the choice that you make with her is you feel mature as you're talking to her. So I like her a lot. Her and Samir. Samir.
すみません。あまりの美しさに見とれてしまって。
まあ神山くんもずいぶんお上手になりましたわね。よろしくてよ。今回の戦いの功績に免じて許してあげますわ。
ありがとうございます。
Now, Samir, she is the female that owns everything. She is your boss. She is the captain of you. She owns you. So even though you're the captain of the squad, you're the person, she's the person that you report to whenever things go down. There are times when it's a free roaming game, so there are times when you go around, you roam around the whole place. If she gives you a call, she lets you know what you need to do to report in, so she can give you another mission and stuff. Some of the stuff that she does to you, or the missions that she does that she wants you to accomplish, is sometimes a little bit over the top, but hey, it's Samir. You better fucking do it. It's just her presence alone gives you that vibe of just saying, man, I really want to romance this chick. Her and Anastasia, but Samir, she stood out for me a lot. Now, honestly, I had a little bit of both. I played with them a little bit, just so I could see how things played out. But unlike Anastasia, Samir, she's a tough one. She can feel if you're full of shit. Like I said, there are choices of the game where you can win the females over, because the romance options on here is pretty easy. Just make sure that you stay on the girl's good side. There's really no maturity when it comes to them owning up to the bullshit that they throw at you. I wish that I could have romanced Samir, but man, she was a tough one, man. She knew if you was pussyfooting around, even if you chose the right option, she knew that you were just doing that just so you could win her over. I love her character. It made me want her more. The more precious the jewel is, the more valuable it is for me. And that's how I felt about her. The more stubborn she was, the more I wanted to get her. And by her being the boss, by her being the main person that owns the whole academy and stuff, I thought it was necessary, and I thought she stood out for me in a very good way. All the characters stood out for me, honestly. Now, each character of the game, if you get their bond up correctly, it will affect the battles, and it will affect the gameplay as well as you progress by fighting and doing these battles in the battlefield. And the reason I'm saying that is because the battles are already defaultly intense. Like, the battles is so well engaging. There were times where I was on the edge of my seat. There was times where I was close to dying. There were times where the enemies will come, and then at the same time you have to maneuver your character up to the point where you would know when we're going to attack. I'm very good at counterattacks, but the reason why the game is a little difficult when it comes to the battle initiation is because they want you to be more focused on the side characters that can help you out by doing these battles. Some of these characters stood out for me to the point where even if the bomb was great, you can actually have them develop you up to the point where y'all can have a special together, like a special bond, and it will show like an anime cutscene, and I like that. I think the best anime cutscene that they showed me was Asami. Now, I didn't mention Asami. Asami, she's the youngest, and I like her character too because she is a ninja. She wants to be a ninja. So I was getting a lot of Naruto vibes, especially her ultimate ability, where she actually uses shadow clones, and she asks you which one is the real one.
二人の心を合わせるんだ。行くぞ。望月流忍術100人分身の術。本物どれかわかる？本物はこの子だね。すごい忍術。修行の成果だな。これが二人の
This game has done great when it comes to the story, the knowledge of the characters, but it was lacking some of the some of the choices that could have been done better. Could have been done, could have been done. The team specials, like I mentioned, could have been more fluid in my opinion. The Ultimates was great. I love the Ultimates, but at the same time, going back to the battles, there is another issue about the fights, is that the lock-on maneuver is not all that good. There are times where I like how when you fight when you play games like this, because there's like hordes of enemies for you to fight, so the lock-on feature is very important. But with Sakura Wars, I noticed that when you defeat, sometimes when you defeat an enemy, the lock-on feature will just disappear. Sometimes it will stay there, but I guess it depends on the spawn point, but that needs to be fixed. That needs to be addressed, because there are times, man, where I'll just be on motion, just fighting enemies left and right, and the lock-on feature will work, but then all of a sudden it would just disappear on me, and then I'll just get attacked. And I felt like that should have been like very well scripted, and just maybe they didn't even test that out, but I don't know. That should have been done better. At the end of the day, after all that I just mentioned, they done everything right with the game, especially the ending. The ending won me over, and it was a great opener for me to watch the anime because the way how it ended, I don't know if your main protagonist Sagero is in the anime. If he is, I hope he is, because I want to see what is left for him at this point, after everything he's accomplished. Now, I will say this: for those who's going to buy this game, this is a fair warning for those who want to do every single, make every single choice possible. This is a warning for those. Do not go to the bathroom in the game. Do not go to the female's bathroom in the game, no matter what happens. There's going to be times where you get tempted. There are times where you offer to go there. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm warning you guys. Don't fucking do it. You're gonna regret it. And it's
ここは風呂か。ずいぶん広そうだ。
大きいな。
船とはえらい違いだ。待て。そういえば花組って女の子ばかりだよな。
ということはこのお風呂は女湯。
よかった。誰にも見つからなかったな。
お前。
うわっ。
お前、そこは
女湯。気がつかなかったな。
変態だ。
待て。
見られてしまったか。
君は。
お前はさっきの変態。近づくな、変態。やめろ。地獄に落ちればいいのに。
あたいは君だ。俺の風呂を覗こうとしてたんだろう。
なんだと。風呂を覗く。よくわかりませんけど、女の子に変態なんて言っちゃダメですよ、神山さん。そうだそうだ、変態はお前だ。
Because I fell for that shit. Like there was a time where, like, each time I said no, but there was one time where I was persuaded to go to the girls' bathroom, and the game will make you feel like a piece of shit. I had to get that out of the way. I'm sorry. It's just, that's like something that I just need to address, because I think that the developers and the creators wanted to just fuck with you a little bit, and they did a good job with me. So just a fair word to those who who want to get everything perfect when it comes to making the right choices, and just get their characters up to speed and get them to like them in an acceptable level so it can affect the gameplay. Don't do it, please. I'm gonna have to give Sakura Wars a beat. Guys, like always, I do appreciate you guys watching my stuff, watching my content. I'm putting a lot of effort out there, just as much as I can, so I can appeal to you fans, because as much content as I'm making, the more my channel grows. And more the effort that I'm putting on my channel and just putting the creativity out there, that I notice more people are beginning to like the stuff that I'm doing. That's all I have to say for today. Please stay tuned for more of my upcoming reviews and videos hitting your way. This is Hugo, your critic teacher. You guys have a good day.